Hello and welcome to Rise and Unwind. I'm AV. Each week, we connect with people all over the country to spotlight things you can check out right in your own neighborhood. On this week's show, we've got a little bit of everything, such as this.
You know, of course, I don't ever leave a driver behind. If I'm with somebody and they're new and they don't know, they're in a situation where they don't know what to do or how to get out of it or how to fix their truck, I'm not going to leave them. I'm going to stay there and help them until we get everybody safe and we're back up and rolling and get out of Mother Nature's elements and get back to rolling.
It's so new and she doesn't have anyone to fall back on, and she's very much just riding the storm, and you begin to see a character who is struggling.
All that and more right here on Rise and Unwind. It's bowl season, and this one has a little bit of everything. You've got college football, a matchup between the University of Louisville and University of Toledo, plus energy of Keegan-Michael Key, and yes, a full-blown spectacle involving beans. It's loud, it's unexpected, and it's exactly what the bowl season does best. One word, fun.
The first ever Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans was a simmering success. The first 2,000 fans who brought a can of Bush's beans to the stadium traded it for free entry into the game's MV Bean section, with every can donated to support local families in need. Actor and maestro Keegan-Michael Key says beans and football make a great game day pair.
There's this kind of warm family traditional feeling about this particular company, about Bush's, and it's part of why they wanted to identify themselves with a bowl game, because it's another very traditional warm thing, especially in December, right? They went above and beyond in regard to branding and being a sponsor.
Fans enjoyed a pregame bean bash, and during the game, fans sported Bush's Beans All Over bucket hats, turning the stadium into a literal bowl of beans. And waiting for the victor, a trophy full of slow-simmered baked beans to share in celebration. Congrats to the Louisville Cardinals. Find recipes and more online at bushesbeans.com.
You ever wish you could see what the future of our planet might look like and meet the people building it right now? Season 2 of the Visionaries with Zay Harding takes us on that journey from remote landscapes to busy cities, showing how inventors, scientists, and everyday problem solvers are tackling today's biggest environmental challenges. So, joining me today are Zay Harding and series executive producer Thais Lopez Vogel from Volo Foundation. I want to welcome you two to the show. How are you guys?
Thanks. Yeah, we're doing great. I like that intro. That's great. Like seeing into the future. All of these people that we feature actually have that vision. They're able to somehow see this happening just from an idea. So we jump in right as they're making it happen, which is really exciting.
And season 2, it's about to launch. What should viewers expect this time around?
More of the same, but further. We're taking things further. So a lot more initiatives. We're traveling around the U.S. currently. Still, we're still hitting up some incredible. We're looking right now at the first ever electric tugboat. They're taking all the technology from our electric cars and they're able to do stuff they've never been able to do before. Because all that money and research has been invested in electric cars, now they're able to put it on boats, and they're quiet, they're better for the environment, they're not leaking anything. This is a hybrid plane over here. So you've got half electric, half fuel. This is Ed Begley. He's got his home, completely sustainable. Those guys are in Keep Tahoe Blue in Lake Tahoe. They've got a Bee-Bot, a beach robot that roams around 54 miles cleaning up. This is a kid who does a recycled battery program. This guy has an electric stove. I mean, there's all kinds of, we cover all the bases in every which way. This is a girl taking fish scales and turning them into plastic. There's
we're not going to tell you everything that's in season 2. You have to watch the show.
But there's a sneak peek.
I guess out of all of the stories that you guys filmed, was there one that has really stuck with you personally?
Yes. I mean, all of them are. The seashells one really hits me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you one that was really, really amazing. In Louisiana, there's a recycle place that's taking the glass and they're just pulverizing it into sand-sized glass. And they're taking that and they're filling up, they're building little islands within all the bayous because those have been really messed up from the the salt water getting into the fresh water, and it's killing all the cypress, which was giving the foundation for the islands there. And they're able to use this glass to create a sand and rebuild these islands, and plants are growing in them. So it's really making the area stronger for storm surges, flooding, and what a great way to keep the glass off landfills as well.
I love the ones that include the kids. I remember in season 1, there was a kid that was 12 years old that with a drone, one of his toys, he can detect the tornado coming into his town from 45 minutes before. So the kids are very engaged too in this show.
We do feature a lot of kids, which is exciting because they don't know the limits yet, which is really empowering, because basically they say, why aren't we doing this? And someone says, well, because of this, and he says, well, then let's make it happen. We need it, so why aren't we making it happen? I mean, as a kid, you're taught that.
Yes,
and so they've got that great fresh mentality, and they're really pushing boundaries. This one kid was using sunlight and figured out if he mixes in titanium chloride, which I don't even know how he figured that out, just online research, which they're all doing. He's able to capture microplastics, which is a real issue. We're all eating microplastics.
We're inhaling microplastics,
they're
eating credit cards.
Yeah, there's a credit card size of plastic in each of us on average in our brain right now because of all the microplastics. And he's figured out how to capture that in water and then get rid of it. So there's all kinds of these initiatives that you can expect in season 2.
And one of the big themes here is inspiring people to take action. How do you hope the show motivates viewers to get involved?
Well, I think not only they're showing you, they're connecting the real solutions in real time with a hopeful, actionable results, and everybody can do it. So I think not only is an entertainer, the entertainer is very entertaining, it's a very upbeat show, and it can engage all the family, not only the kids and the adults. And it tells you don't have to be a scientist or an engineer, you just have to care enough. It's only when we care about our future that we invest in it.
It is real people, and that's a really good point. It's not anybody preaching, any companies doing anything. It's just people trying stuff that they're finding that are working. And so we're featuring that to hopefully inspire not just the viewers, but other people who are doing this so they can collaborate and start taking things further. We were just in Florida, and this guy's doing a sea hive, which is like a beehive design, which is so clever because they don't need anything to hold it together but weight. And they're using sustainable concrete, these designs that are hollow for fish to swim through. They've got holes in them to dissipate water and wave energy, and they put these right up at the bays, so it's protecting them from storm surges and flooding.
They plant the mangroves on top of it.
Yeah, it's creating ecosystems within. If it's not there, they're creating it, which is incredible. And they're teaming up with someone from season 1 who was doing sustainable seawalls, and they're working together now with 3D printing of this stuff. So it's really exciting to see
the connection, and the collaboration.
That's completely coming out of our show.
And you guys shine a light on innovators who may not always get that mainstream attention. Why is that so important right now?
I think that when you highlight innovators, not only they can partner, they get partnerships, they get funding, they get policy, they can get more research, the research can advance. And not only that, for you as a kid especially, being highlighted in a program like this, I mean, it gives you all the hope that what you're doing is gonna get you somewhere in the future.
And if somebody wants to learn more about the show or the work that Volo Foundation is doing, where is the best place to start?
At any platform. We have volofoundation.org. We have Visionaries TV. You can Google any of these platforms and you'll find us there.
Yeah, and then watch the show on Saturday mornings on CBS. There's CBS.com and also Pluto TV.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to thank you two for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much.
Ever wonder what it takes to drive a massive truck across a sheet of ice? Knowing one wrong move could mean disaster. The hit History Channel series Ice Road Truckers has returned with its most intense season yet. Higher stakes, deadlier conditions, and shorter windows to deliver life-saving supplies to some of the most remote communities on Earth. Joining me is a fan favorite and veteran trucker, Todd Dewey, who's back behind the wheel for season 12. Welcome to the show, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm actually standing on solid ground right now, so I'm feeling pretty confident.
All right, there you go. For those of us, or for those out there who haven't seen it, what do you think makes ice road trucking such a dangerous and vital job?
Oh my gosh. Well, you hit it all when you explained it right off the get-go and letting them know who you were going to be talking to. It starts out from day one and it don't stop until the season's actually over with and you're on a plane flying home. I mean, what it takes to be an ice road trucker is a whole lot of crazy and a lot of trucking skills and a lot of years behind the wheel. That's what it honestly takes. And, we go up there and fight Mother Nature like nobody's business, from snowstorms to thin ice to losing your loads to truck breakdowns. And there's some things that happened this season. I know that we've had lots of other seasons and lots of things have happened, but I don't know why or for what reason, but things happen on this season that have never happened before. We had trailers going losing oversized loads. Some of the worst weather conditions I think we've ever been faced with up there, including very thin ice due to climate change, and a very short window to get a lot of loads in these communities. And what people don't understand is they're like, well, you're just driving down the road and just delivering a load. It's not like that. It's what we got to go through to get these loads into the community. Some people say, well, why is it worth it? Why do you want to go out there and risk your life and just to drive on an ice road and drive across the ice? Well, I tell you what, when you battle Mother Nature the way we got to battle it, and you get that load into the community, and these communities come out, and it's like Christmas time to them, and the little kids come up and they give you a hug and they're so excited to be getting their new bike, maybe that's in their load of supplies, or their food that they need for the remainder of the year after the ice roads, when they all melt and they go away, that's the only access they have to get these supplies. So when I stop and think of my kids or my granddaughters going without food or supplies that they need to live throughout a year, that's how important it is. And they show their appreciation when you show up there, and it makes it all worthwhile.
And you face some brutal hauls. What's the toughest one that sticks with you?
Oh my gosh, there's been so many over the hauls. I can't give any away this year. You're going to have to put your seatbelt on and buckle up and watch a show and go for a crazy ride of this. But there's been so many times that I think I broke a couple records over the years for some of the heaviest hauls on the ice. And there's been a lot of situations. There's been a lot of scary moments. Let's put it that way.
And season 12, it marks really a big return after a long hiatus. What's it been like getting back on the ice kind of this time around?
Oh, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. After having 8 years off and spending and doing a little family time and doing some graduations with my daughters and getting my new grandbabies and doing all that, and then getting the call to go back up after 8 years of not being on the ice, I was nervous. I'm not going to sit here and BS you. I was like, oh my gosh, because then you get flooded with all those emotions of knowing what's about to happen, how thin the ice can get, Mother Nature, the snowstorms you're going to get yourself into. Am I going to be able to get these loads? And do I still have what it takes to be an ice road trucker? And so the first couple of 2-3 runs up there, I was nervous like nobody's business, thinking, oh my, because it just flooded with emotions. The second I hit that first ice road, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm here and doing this again. So it was quite the adventure, and this is definitely one season you are not going to want to miss.
And this season, we're seeing some veterans and rookies out there. How do the new drivers handle the pressure compared to some of the seasoned pros like you?
I don't know. I've been with a couple new seasoned drivers that have been up there over the years of ice road trucking, and of course, I don't ever leave a driver behind. If I'm with somebody and they're new and they don't know, they're in a situation where they don't know what to do or how to get out of it or how to fix their truck, I'm not going to leave them. I'm going to stay there and help them until we get everybody safe and we're back up and rolling and get out of Mother Nature's elements and get back to rolling. But as far as the new guys this year, I didn't get a lot of trucking time with them. I know that they were nervous. I did talk to them on the side a little bit. And when we were back in getting loads, they're like, oh my gosh, this is not what I expected. I didn't think the roads were going to be this brutal. I didn't think Mother Nature was going to be this brutal. And it's like, I asked them the question, well, what do you think about coming back for another season? If the Muskie Creek asks you to come back and be another driver again this next year, they're like, oh man, I'm going to have to think about it, because it's that brutal. I mean, these road conditions put you through things you never think your body or physically and emotionally that you'd ever be put through. It's pretty amazing.
And beyond the danger and the paychecks, what's the real reward that's keeping you back hitting the road over and over again?
getting those loads to the communities, those hugs and those hot plate of food after battling and putting your body and getting those loads in the community from Mother Nature and battling those ice roads. When you see the smiles on those families' faces and the way they came up and they give you a hug, and it's not just like a hug like, oh no, it's a hug like you can tell the appreciation in it. And they kiss you on the cheek or whatever they do, and they just look at you in the eyes and say, thank you. We needed this. That's what being an ice road trucker is about, and that's why I love doing it so much.
Do the words global warming scare you?
Oh, absolutely. It scares me because of the fact of it almost feels like there's going to come a time to where those communities can't get their supplies that they need to survive and take care of their families, and that is definitely very scary.
Todd, I want to thank you for joining me today. You can watch Todd and the rest of the Fearless crew now on Ice Road Trucker Season 12, airing Wednesday nights on History Channel and streaming the next day at history.com/Ice Road Truckers. Hey, Todd, thanks for joining me today.
You betcha. Hey, stay safe out there. Buckle up for the first episode. You're going to need it.
From comedy to music to reality TV, Love and Hip Hop Miami has always been about big personalities and even bigger life moments. This season, familiar faces are stepping in very different chapters, both on and off camera. We caught up with Michael Blackson, Amara Negra, and Miami legend Trick Daddy to talk growth, legacy, and what viewers can expect this season. Welcome to the show, you three.
Oh my God, I love you so much. This is so much fun. Let's do it.
Michael, fans are seeing a very personal chapter for you this season. Becoming a father again wasn't exactly part of the plan, but how has that changed your perspective right now?
You know what? Here's the thing. You know, my youngest, prior to the two new babies, my youngest are twin boys that are 18 years old. I mean, I really felt like I was done. You know, felt like I was free now to, you know, no more child support. I could just run the word and just do whatever I wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, this happened. It was nothing that was planned. It just happened. But the thing about the babies, every time that I pick them up and look at them, they put a smile on my face. They give you a reason to live longer, you know. So babies are nothing but a blessing from God, and they encourage you to like live longer and work harder because you just want to see them, you want to watch them grow. So they've been a new bundle of joy in my life. And they are boys, and you know, there's nothing like an African man giving birth to two new kings. You know, so it's a great feeling. I'm not even going to front on it, even though it was nothing that I was looking forward to, I was looking forward to happening. But when it happened, it brought me a new life.
Amara, viewers have watched you grow for years, not just personally, but as a businesswoman and a mom. As this new season begins, where are you right now?
Thank you so much. Well, look, I have launched Eternal Beauty. It's doing very well. This collaboration that I did with this Mexican company called Cermat. Now we're putting out my second perfume called Revenge, because success is the best revenge. And that will be coming out soon as well. I continue to invest in real estate, you know, continue to grow the legacy for my daughters. And every birthday, every October, I buy a new property, which I think is so important for the Black community to leave something for the next generation to come. I'm working on Desiguales, the talk show that I do Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. on Univision. I will be doing a movie next year. I'm already working with my acting coach to get those things together. I'm always looking to evolve and grow and take advantage of the wave while it's high. And obviously, I want people to continue watching Love and Hip Hop Miami, even though that I'm not always the proudest of my behavior or the stories that may come out. I think that the most important thing is that our lives are relatable to many people. I believe that there's a lot of lessons learned from watching this show. And yes, it's entertaining, but if you really pay attention and you look at the depth of the stories, there are many things that are very relatable to the people that watch. And on my behalf, the one thing I can tell all females, make sure to do your research. Make sure to do your research before you start dating anyone. Expose them, put pictures. Don't do it. But other than that, I'm doing very well.
Trick, you're already an icon in Miami, but this season people are seeing more of your personal life, you know, a bit beyond the music, the business, the community work. What side of you are viewers getting now?
But you know, I'm just gonna try to be myself. You know what I'm saying? Stay afloat. And you know, I'm getting older now. So I opened up another restaurant in the Fort Lauderdale area in the 6 Trunk neighborhood. And I'm trying to open up my breakfast spot because Sundays has a sister company affiliated with it called Blue Hen. So y'all be looking forward to the breakfast spot. And I'm just doing, I'm like Michael Black. I appreciate people like Michael Blackson. He's trying to make America black again by bringing more kids into the, to the world. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to also do that without trying to bash anybody, without trying to do anything. Florida just turned blue. I just want y'all to know that. It's going to be a lot of changes. Nobody will be bamboozled. Nobody will be tricked and fooled no more. Florida just turned blue. During the government shutdown, me and my business partner, along with Reggie Leon of Miami Gardens, we fed all the federal workers who didn't get paid. We fed them every day, every chance we got, and we fed them for free, and they appreciate it. And all this, we got to stick together because we got to live in this world together, man.
I want to thank you three for joining me today. New chapters, real growth, and no shortage of stories. Love and Hip Hop Miami returns with a brand new season, Tuesdays at 8 Eastern and Pacific on BET. And this one digs a little deeper. I want to thank you three for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
That's right.
Love you. Besito. Bye.
What happens when the line between justice and danger starts to blur? That's the pulse of Blue Lights, the BAFTA-winning police drama set in Belfast that's been called Belfast's answer to The Wire. Now heading into its third season on BritBox, the story follows officers Grace, Annie, and Tommy as they face new threats in a world where crime and corruption are evolving faster than ever. So joining us today are two of its stars, Sean, Brooke, and Katherine Devlin, who share what's ahead for their characters and why this season hits even harder. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
We're good. Grand. How are you?
I'm doing good. Okay, Blue Lights has really struck a chord with audiences for its authenticity. What do you think it makes the show feel so real compared to other crime dramas?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great word for it. It's the authenticity of it in many different forms, and I think personally it's very much the fearlessness that it has to show the many different sides of the PSNI, but also Belfast too.
And the season takes us deeper into the world of the organized crime behind Belfast's middle-class front. How does that shift raise stakes for your characters?
Yeah, I think it really does, because sort of you get to the nub of the criminal story, and these individuals that are just trying to do their job, these police officers who are on the receiving end of, the actions that these gangs take, they're sort of, I think the risk gets greater and greater. I know in terms of Grace, her past life as a social worker and this present job, they come face to face, and she tries to sort of rescue this young girl in this series, but by trying to rescue her, she sort of pulls on a thread that takes her deeper into the belly of this criminal story, and yeah, it's there's a lot of high stakes drama happening.
And Grace and Annie have both evolved a lot since season 1. What is the most exciting or challenging about exploring where they are now?
I mean, as an actor, it's always really lovely to be challenged, especially emotionally, and she's very much challenged this season. And also you begin to see a real resilience within Annie that you kind of saw a wee bit of it before, but it's very much at the front, and yeah, she's tackling many different things, but particularly her personal life with her mum, and her mum's health begins to be severely affected, and she goes on this journey where it's so alien to her as well, and it's so new, and she doesn't have anyone to fall back on, and she's very much just riding the storm, and you begin to see a character who is struggling.
Hey, I want to thank you two for joining me today. You could catch the new season of Blue Lights streaming now on BritBox, with new episodes dropping weekly through December 18th. If you haven't watched this from the start, seasons 1 and 2 are available now. It's kind of perfect for your next weekend binge. I want to thank you two for joining me today.
Thank
you.
They're mean, they're messy, and they're absolutely unforgettable. And now, Roald Dahl's classic villains are back with a brand new twist. The Twits, It's the hilarious animated musical on Netflix where two terrible adults try to take over their town until a group of clever kids and magical animals fight back. So joining us are Margo Martindale, who voices Mrs. Twit, and Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, the voice of Bisha, one of the young heroes standing up to all of this chaos. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
Oh, great.
Good.
Thank you.
Doing great.
Okay, Roald Dahl, his stories, they're always filled with like dark humor, but yeah, a lot of hearts. What was it like stepping into his world for the Twits?
It was a joyride, really.
Truly, a true joyride in the land of the Twitlandia amusement park. Very dark humor and obviously, like you said, emotional themes, but also a really nasty, grimy, gross and smelly backdrop for the Twits.
And Margo, Ms. Twit.
Yeah.
She's such a wonderfully awful
What about
character.
her?
How did you find your take on her personality and her voice and all of that?
Just follow the leader, if you know what I mean. Phil Johnson really, he was the guide for all of us, and he's a unbelievably creative, fun-loving, crazy, wonderful man. And it was like there was no limit to what we could do. You know, to blow the top off, basically.
And Maitreyi, your character Bisha brings so much heart to the story. What did you love most about playing her?
I think truly the thing that I loved most was that she is so kind and is so good. And even her, she still can succumb and slip to being a little awful, just like a Twit. And the character arc that she has is so beautiful and is so just honest and real in a world that feels very absurd. So that juxtaposition is very appealing to me.
In the movie, it mixes some humor, some music, and a great message about teamwork. What do you hope families take away after watching this?
I just hope they take away the joy that we felt doing it, that we had doing it, and also the beauty of the animation is extraordinary, I think. And you hope maybe some people will be nicer to each other.
Yeah, a little kindness, a little kindness.
Little
Take away a
kindness
laugh and
goes a
cry.
long way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And both of you have such diverse careers. What made the Twits stand out as something that you just definitely wanted to be part of?
Phil Johnson.
Yeah, Phil. And also Margo.
Oh.
She's sick. Come on, she's cool.
Come on.
Icon. She's an icon. Are you kidding me? Come on now.
You're crazy.
Come on now. Phil and Margo.
Oh, wow. Well, that's nice.
See, you got a little bit of love there. The Twits is now streaming on Netflix. It's the perfect pick for a family movie night full of laughs, songs, and maybe a little mischief. You can check it out now at netflix.com/thetwits. Hey, I want to thank you two for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for this week's Rise Unwind. I'm AV. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you want to keep up with the show, then you can find us on social media. Just search Rise Unwind on IG or Facebook. We've also got YouTube at Rise Unwind. You can find everything in one place at riseunwindtv.com. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk at you soon.